This season, really, if I come last in every race, but I run faster than I ever have done before, that's cool with me.
Come on, I could have gone quicker there though. Oh, it's close.
So, where are we?
This is it, Tuesday night, Cambridge. Look around. It's good. This is where we train every week.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Yeah. Alright, ready? My name's Callum, Elson. I'm 24 years old, originally from Leeds, but now live in Cambridge. I'm a middle distance athlete supported by SOAR running, and most people know me online as the Distance Project. I've not always been a runner. I grew up playing football, played all the way up until university, and then in 2020 I made a change to running, found my passion for it and got faster and faster, eventually culminating in going out to the USA on an athletics scholarship. Last season was my first year on the track. I moved back from America to England with a PB in the 1500 metres of 3:40.34. Over that winter I got stronger and stronger and managed to get my first Great Britain vest to go to the European cross country and the World cross country over the mixed relay event. Cross country was fun, but this year's all about one goal, and that's getting as fast as possible over the 1500 metres. That sounds easy, but that's 3.75 laps on the track, as fast as I can possibly go. 3:40 was a great time, and it ranked me 25th in the UK. However, this year I've got ambitions of going faster and finishing higher up the rankings. The first barrier is to break 3:40. From there it's just about getting as fast as possible, taking off 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 seconds.
I'm coached by Nick, my normal coach, but then Mark, Rick, Phil are the coaches of all the different Cambridge groups here. So they've got, you know, Rick's with his junior girls group there, Mark kind of oversees everything, Phil does the uni group. So earlier in the week, or now it's Tuesday, so last week, when I get my sessions from a coach, I'll liaise with Mark and Phil, who's doing what. He'll have some guys that might be doing something that can fit with me, some guys doing something totally different. So tonight there's a main group that are doing 5 or 6 sets of 300, 200, so that's all like 1500 metre, 800 metre pace. Some of Phil's uni guys are doing mile reps and some longer stuff, and then my session is 6 by 1k, about 256 down to 253, and then 3 times 400 at 57, 58. And Michael, who's just coming back from injury, is going to jump in, help me a bit with some 600, 800. So yeah, it's a bit of a medley of everything, kind of everyone coming together, but we all go warm up together. It's a good group atmosphere, so yeah, we'll see who turns up. We're not starting for another 15 minutes. So.
How I've managed to get into the race is a mixture of luck and circumstance, and also kind of a little bit of bullshit.
Morning, guys.
What's lane 1? Yeah, you too, well done.
What's your last rep?
Then,
56 again.
57, low. Oh, that was good. Tonight I can walk away and be like, oh good, yeah, excited, ready to roll into the weekend. That's like as good as I do. And those 56 and 57s felt like they were 59, 60, which is really good. I just focus on stay relaxed. So this weekend when there's a pacer or other guys, just got to remember how I felt then, just be like, oh, just stay there.
Penn Relays is a pretty high level meet. I think it's only like a bronze world category meet, but in terms of the sponsorship, the athletes, everything that they have there is pretty big. And I think they get over 100,000 spectators over 3 days, so it's a pretty unique event. I raced last year at the event because I was out in America at college at the time, and I managed to just sort of get in that way. And after them initially saying I can't get into the race, here I am, managed to get into the race. If I can run well on the 27th of April with very limited specific middle distance work, then where can I be in July and August, you know?
So you seen the field came out for Penn?
Yeah, I got an email maybe 3 weeks ago to say you're in, so I knew it was going to be fast, but Jesus Christ, I didn't expect it to be that fast. Yeah, it's kind of one where you can either be daunted by it and be like, oh crap, I'm going to be the slowest, or you can just embrace that even if I'm the 10th guy and I'm last and I'm on the back of the train, I'm in a better position than if I do a crap race in the UK and I'm at the front. That's what you just got to think about it, so yeah, but I'll try and win. I've got to try and win.
Men's mile on the track, Jordy Beamish, Callum Elson coming to make the trip from Great Britain.
Jordy Beamish with the wheels, getting the fans into it. Jordy Beamish with the inside move, my word, he's got some wheels.
I was with my friends, and he's medic, like, you know, the sprinter, the camera sprinter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's mixed feelings for Karlsruhe because I was really pleased to get into the event, and this is something that I'd had on my calendar from pretty early doors, the first race that I'd properly organised, excited to try and run a 1500, knew that I'm much fitter and stronger than I ever have been, and sort of 340 is the main goal, but I've been carrying this weird niggle.
Okay, thank you.
It's good. It's really good, in fact. The only problem is everything's in German, which I know is an obvious thing to say, but the commentator is like an electric guy, but I can't understand a word he's saying.
So yeah, I'm excited and I'm ready to give it a good shot, but at the same time I've got some like lingering doubts of kind of being like, you know, like if I can just scrape 339 here, like that would be awesome, rather than thinking, right, come on, let's smash it out of the park and win the race, you know?
Also, wer Lust hat von den Zuschauern, ihr dürft auch auf 3,36 Medalist läuft noch eine 3:43,81. Timo, Kompliment.
MZK Mile, it's prestigious. I sat in a hotel in America last year and watched this race before I was actually running myself, and watched obviously it being at Highgate, Matt winning and it setting off his career. So it was an event that I really wanted to get into. The crucial bit about the MZK Mile is it's a great chance to race domestically in front of people. It's not all just flying around Europe and doing X, Y, and Z. It's a good chance to run a mile, which is not a distance that I always run. And also there's some great opposition that are, you know, really fast guys.
Come on, where are you? Where are you? You're not on there, okay. Never mind.
I just took a picture because I was like, no one's going to believe what this is. So basically what they do is, right?
To pre-sign it?
So this is from 2017, she showed me here. So basically, all the competitors sign it and then they print the name of all the people next to it, and then the winner will sign the winner's signature and they print the results. Yeah, so now I'm at least, even if you don't win. So you have all the people. So like,
Sebastian Coe there.
So this is only 2017, so I doubt it. Unless he was on a wheelchair. Right, I'm gonna go.
Is it sit before the race?
Maybe, yeah. Oh, let's look cinematic. There we go, slow-mo that.
Good luck.
Yeah. The idea is to really attack the race, is to get into a position where I can give myself a chance to win it, and it's to sort of put any doubts from Karlsruhe that I had in my head to bed, get something positive out of the race so I can go on to another race thinking, okay, yeah, maybe it wasn't the fastest, but at least I did what I wanted to do and really execute a good race, even if the fitness is not necessarily there yet.
So here we go with the MZK Mile. We've got X9 athletes who've done sub 4 minutes in the past. That's always the minimum target, and hopefully we'll achieve that tonight by many of these athletes in the race. It's a great start already. So it is Adam Coventry. We want the Coventry will come through to take the 800 mile. They're really back at the second. 3:55.17, 90 close to second.
I'm going to run all 4 laps probably at some point this season, Jesus.
Well done.
Thanks.
You ran awesome.
The problem is, and this is the exact same as last race, is you know when the group started to move away and I was in the second
and the
group,
dude in front of you, yeah.
I needed to pass him and join that group. And I know it, and at the time I'm going, come on, I can't, my legs won't move. When I was in the race, I ran really well, but I'm not in the race, you know, it was weird. Like, the first lap, great, I've gone through. When it started to segregate and it got tiring, I need to go around and just connect onto them. But it's good learning, and
the last 200 was mental.
Yeah, but I appreciate the combat, and it was good. But I can't keep.
No.
You get to a certain level where if I go to a normal BMC meet or I go to a Southern League, that wins you any race. Wins you most races in England. You come and play with people that are actually really good runners. Everyone's got a good last 200, and I only ran that fast. I ran faster than people that beat me in the last 200, but they ran the other 1,400 quicker than me, so it means nothing. Do you know what I mean? Paris is part of the on-track night series, so an event that I've been super excited for, kind of hotly anticipated. Everyone knows the fields are going to be really good and the event atmosphere and stuff is going to be fantastic. There's 2 1500 races, and I'm probably only going to get into the B1, which shows the calibre. But for the first time this season, I think I'm in a really good place with... I've got no niggle, I've got rid of it with the physio and the rehab that I've done. I've had some really good 2 or 3 training sessions between MZ Carmile and this that have put me in a position where I know I can run a PB, and not only that, I know I can run a big PB if I really kind of go for it and try. So yeah, super confident going into this one, not in an arrogant or cocky way, but in a way that I know I can finally get this kind of season started. I keep telling everyone that I'm going to Paris, but we're not actually in Paris, we're in Montesson. Yeah, they've put on some invite 1500s that are pretty stacked, and it means you get to make use of the crowd, the wave lights, all that good stuff. Yeah, so I'm racing in about an hour and 10 minutes, and it's starting to pick up a little bit, but you know, I like a dogfight, as they say, so I think that should be pretty tasty. That was so messy. I got body bagged. Aww. For God's sake. Coming much closer, Charlie lad. Cheers, mate. Oh. Huh? You can't just blame me, fella. Jesus Christ, put me in lane 4, lad. Prick. Have to do that. Come on. Just. I could have gone quicker there as well. The idea with running an 800 in Watford is to kind of sharpen up for the British Champs, which is sort of one of the main fixtures on the calendar for me this year. So
I went to Funkstart in Germany about 10 days ago, and I ran another PB of 3:38. So I've kind of ticked the box of 1500, and I've got enough confidence with that going into British Champs. So now it's about preparing my body in the best way possible, and for me that is to get a fast 800, because at British Champs the races are going to be closed really fast in the final 2 laps. So yeah, at Watford in decent enough conditions, albeit a bit windy, in a C race, which shows my 800 calibre is pretty low comparatively to 1500. And the idea is just to get out, hit it hard, get the lactic stimulus, get some feeling of running fast, and try and build some momentum into the British Champs, which is in another week's time.
How are you feeling?
I'm in lane 8, so at least you'll be able to get a good view. Yeah, that's what it is. 800, so I don't really know what to expect. I'm just going to run as fast as I can for 2 minutes or less. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you doing?
Yeah, all good, all good. Watford Diamond League, 800. This little puppy, lane 8. That's my beauty for the day. And yeah, should be good. I'm in the C race, which shows you the depth, you know. Even though I'm not an 800 runner, I'm still alright at it. Yeah, some really good people in my heat, so it's going to be interesting. You know, British Champs is not going to be a fast race from the gun where you get into a rhythm of running, say, 58-second laps. It's going to be, you know, a little bit slower, more tactical, and then when it goes, it really goes. So this is going to be, you know, high lactic, as high as you can get, really sharp stimulus just before we get ready, and kind of in that last window to get some adaptations. We've got, you know, 7 days until that race. So that being said, still an important race, you know, going to try and compete, going to try and win, and use it for a good run out, and, you know, really make sure that I'm attacking that kind of middle third between when 400 and is gone, and you know you got 200 to go. That 400-600 is going to be where I'm going to go for it. So yeah, it's going to be hard, but you know, got to take the challenge. Ready for it, and yeah, I got 10 minutes, so better get down there and get ready. Sweet. All right, see you on the other side, mate.
The Leeds City athlete goes in for Jack Anderson, the under-23 Australian. Team pacemaker Matthew Waterfield, 52.5.
Callum,
2.5, and it's very fast. Mezek's moved up. And there's a lot of so close to that World Championship qualifying mark, over 600 metres. Bit of speed work tonight, and he's put that field a couple of metres behind him over the last 100 metres. Elson's giving chase. Mezek and Elson, the two 1500 metre guys, showing strength came out today. 149.4, probably not quite the time that they would have wanted. But I think Callum Elson, that's the first time he's gone sub 150. So we're waiting again for obviously the official results, but not quite the times in that series. Mezek there getting a good workout over 800 metres, and we hope in his next 1500 he cracks that World Championship standard in the Italian.
British Champs, awesome race, like such a proud moment for me to even be at British Champs. Every time I'm there, you get the name on the bib and you stand there and you think, wow, this is kind of the top level of racing in the country, which is awesome. Managed to grab the heat by the scruff of the neck and got through that. So going into the final now, it's finding the right balance between being pleased to be in the final and wanting to excel in the final and really give myself a performance that I'm proud of, which last year I really didn't do. I kind of just was like, yay, I've made the final, and didn't really perform to the level that I know I can.
Let's wait for confirmation of Bright Davis's final jump.
Walking Walcott though, Alex Bell looking for a line in the purple. 200 metres to go. Hopkinson, Ricky, Bell.
Charles.
Brother.
Alice. No long form, just Alice. That was wet, wasn't it?
That was brutal.
That was good. That was so fun.
Was biblical.
That was
I thought you'd love it when the thunder was coming.
I knew that Giles was on the inside, and this race is like, he's got to make the world team, so he was going to cut across, and I was like, he's going to cut across regardless of where I am, so I had to give him a little bit of space, and then when they went, then I was a bit like, okay, I've got to close the gap, and I was kind of trapped a little bit in the middle. But I was really happy with how it ran. Yeah. The difference, this series, closing the gap, last year, I was 9 seconds away from first. I don't know what it was this year, but it was less than 9 seconds.
Yeah, it was quite close.
And then, like, Tom beat me by 3 seconds last year, and I was like half a second away. So in terms of closing the gap, it's done what he said. Do you know what I mean? So I was 9th out of 12 last year, and this year I was 8th out of 14. So
that sounds like progress for me, brother.
When did you become from South London?
Just dabbling.
Nice slang.
Just working on it.
Slang. Yeah, nice. So 4 days on, or 5 days on from the British Champs, I got the opportunity to have a race in Italy, which, you know, looks like it should be great. The weather and the calibre of the meet should be fantastic. I've come off a decent finish at British Champs, where I was proud of the performance. So now it's back to chasing the times and trying to really nail down something fast. So I'm going to get out really hard, get up near the front, near the pacer, even if it is a bit too hot, and then just assess the situation from there. So yeah, this should be a great opportunity, I think, to run fast. So this race at Tootingbeck is like, it just come out of nowhere. This is the most randomly organised race. So I was supposed to go straight from my race that I had in Italy to a race that I've got in about 10 days' time in Luxembourg. But I got a message saying there's some Aussies that are over, they want to put on a fast race, we're looking for some Brits that want to be involved. And I think that same message had gone to 4 or 5 different people. So we all messaged each other, it turned out, and said, hey, do you fancy doing it, do you fancy doing it? And suddenly it seems on paper that one of the best fields has been assembled for a BMC race on British soil, which is fantastic. There's Olympian Sam Tanner in the field, who did just race in the Diamond League a couple of days ago, but still is a world-class athlete that can go pretty fast. So yeah, I mean, the signs are there for it to be a good race. All the sort of boxes are ticked in terms of the field, the location, the pacing. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
No, I want to watch.
Lord. Ooh, that's the exact same mentality I'm going to give tonight. I'm just going to get on the back of it, hold on and just break it down. 400, 800, hear the bell, close as hard as I can. Simple as that. And just be brave, because what I've realised this season is I've never regretted any choices I've made that have been brave. I've always regretted when I've not made the brave decision. So if I make a brave decision, it doesn't go to plan, I can live with that. It's if I choose to not make the decisions, which if you go back to episode 3 or 4 or whenever I raced things like the MZK Mile, I was finishing in these interviews and being like, oh, I should have made this or I should have done this. So yeah, no regrets, give it a good go, and yeah, hopefully get home without being too wet.
the pass and goes into fourth. But up front it's still Ready Wicked. Dog's still there on his shoulder, Tanner's still there. Elson making himself known with 2:30 left to run. Elson hits second and tries to take the lead, and he does. It's Ready Wicked and Elson out in front. Callum Elson, the Cambridge and Coleridge athlete, hits the front for the first time tonight. But here comes Sam Tanner. Tanner on the outside. The man from New Zealand hits the front with 100 left to go. It's Tanner. Tanner is away. Elson's after him. Ready Wicked still there in third, but it looks like it's going to be Tanner who takes this one. But Callum Elson is coming back on the line. Tanner
right through to the line there.
35-11.
And looking round about 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Sam Tanner, our winner. Oh yeah. So quite possibly the fastest 1500 metres we've ever seen at any British mileage club today.
Yeah, you went round. I went here on the bend, I was like, I'm not waiting because I always wait too late, I'm just fucking going for it.
You just saw 335,
I don't know.
I think so.
He was 34 high. Really? He was 34.9, I think. Mate, his legs were fucking moving so quick.
I know, yeah.
Someone shouted to me, well, I thought it was for me, but if it wasn't, it was great advice. They were like, you can win it, but you don't have to win it all at once. And I was like, what a legendary quote. So whoever said that, that is world class. Because I almost burnt all my matches too early.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I've lost my trademark I don't lose from 200 to go fucking status.
Something like that, lad. Cheers.
Fucking hell. I've already booked my flight for Luxembourg on Sunday. So Tootingbeck was only 3 days ago. That was on Wednesday, and it's now Sunday, racing in Luxembourg. Does that bother me? I'm not too sure. I respond pretty well to, like, I can recover pretty quickly from stuff, and at this point in the season it's not about volume and training and stimulus, it's just about finding the opportunities to race fast, and Luxembourg was a great meet last year. It looks like this year it can be a great meet. We're going over with a massive group of us from the UK, especially from Cambridge, where there's 3 or 4 of us. So I'm excited to race, and really my priority is just to try and win. I literally don't give a crap about the time. I've run 3:35 now. I'm in a really good place where if the season ends, I'll be happy. But I've not won a race in over a year, which is quite depressing for someone who goes out and tries to win a race every time that I do one. So all I want to do is try and cross the line first, take on whoever's there, and if a time comes with that, then great. If not, so be it. When the adrenaline kicks in, I'll be fine.
I like you, because there's only one number.
Then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no. Yeah, stomach's a little bit off. Like, got some stomach pain, but I'll be fine. Like, just adrenaline and stuff will kick in. Stomach feels fucked. It's from my stabbing pains.
I was one of the last days. It was me, Carl Langford, Jack Crouchy, just in the middle of the hotel. They're like, should we go for a run? And I was like, oh, fucking yeah, I'll do it. Throw up?
Yeah, I never throw up either.
Have you got some food to eat?
I don't really fancy it though. I know the sensible thing to do is not to, wasn't to race, but it is annoying because it's not like I'm an hour from home, I've come all this way sort of thing, so. I think the gap's closed. I'm certainly closer than I was to a lot of people. There's still a long way to go in terms of the ambitions that I've got in the sport and where I think I can get to. I'm starting to feel like I belong a little bit more around these sort of circles, and I'm venturing from the sub-elite to the elite category and starting to mix it with these kind of top athletes, which is great. 3:35 is a time that I'm so proud of, and at the start of all of this season I couldn't have even dreamed of getting down to that level, so it's fantastic. However, I can't help but think, is there more in the tank?
Already Everybody celebrating. Callum Elson takes the title. A wonderful performance from him. He was put under pressure by James.
On your marks.